founding in 1956, many caring individuals, leaders, and others who influenced La Leche League have been involved. In our 60-year history, there have been thousands of leaders who worked long and hard for the organization and are missed by their lead families. At We Remember ceremonies, we pay tribute to leaders who have died. In 2001, the first ceremony was held at the Alumni Tea during the La Leche League International Conference in Chicago. The idea for a remembrance ceremony, and many of you will relate very personally to this, came after the death of a very well-known longtime leader, Roberta Bishop Johnson, editor of Whole Foods for the Whole Family. In 2000, Roberta lost a long battle with cancer. Her passing became the catalyst for an idea to honor all leaders who died. And so Nancy Franklin, who was on the Alumni Association board, proposed that we modify an annual Texas A&M University ceremony called Muster, to remember any A&M student or graduate who had died in the past year. And she suggested that we use a similar ceremony at the 2001 Alumni Tea. Names, dates, and hometowns of leaders who died since the beginning of the league were submitted. We had a complete list at that tea. And to best honor leaders, we decided that we would use the We Remember prayer, which is often read at Jewish funerals as the simple, dignified, and heartfelt way to remember each one. When we were in Savannah at our alumni trip, I think we saw this poem on the wall of the synagogue that we visited. So in the beginning, Marion and Nancy read the names and the poems, and it's become a very powerful tradition. And I think it's pretty cool that we're all in this room together to do this after a long day. Susan, and add if I've forgotten anything, Susan has the book, and she adds the names in calligraphy, and she keeps it and keeps track of things, and we have an online application that needs some work. We know that. Yeah, this has been interesting, but we're doing our best, and I'm amazed that we have this list at all, and it's due a lot of very careful attention to something that's so important. It's so important. And so we're trying to keep that tradition as efficiently and as compassionately and as, just compassionately as we can. So we have it on the web. We're working on that to improve it. And we have the book here that Susan brought, and we have the candle.
2 volumes.
And
it's now 2 volumes because there are so many pages that it was too thick for the book, so we had to order another book.
So we've done this at alumni trips, and we did it at the alumni tea often, and we had a PowerPoint there, and it's just a really powerful thing to think how many women, and I'm talking sisterhood, we just had an API and La Leche League combined conference, and it was all about sisterhood, and I mean, anything about men are great, but this has been a sisterhood. I mean, let's call it what it's been. And so when you see these names, and many of them we knew, there's something special that happens to all of us because we're part of a continuum that has made a huge difference in the world and will keep doing that, no doubt. And so hopefully we'll be empowered by hearing the new names and looking at all of the names. And so the next thing we're going to do is let these two read the poem, and there's a response, and they'll explain it.